Alright, so picture this. You're scrolling through your phone, looking for a good laugh, and you stumble upon this guy, Josh Johnson. Maybe you don't know him yet, but by the end of this video, you'll be wondering how he wasn't on your radar sooner. Josh Johnson, comedian, writer, and the dude who can make even your worst day better with just a story about, ordering the wrong thing at McDonald's. But how did Josh go from telling jokes in small comedy clubs to writing for The Daily Show and dropping stand-up specials? Buckle up, we're about to take you on that ride, Josh Johnson style. So let's start at the beginning. Josh Johnson was born in Louisiana, a state known for its food, music, and a lot of storytelling. Growing up, Josh wasn't the loudest guy in the room, but he was definitely the funniest. You know that friend who's always the quiet one, but when they speak, they drop one-liners that make the whole group bust out laughing? Yeah, that's Josh. He didn't jump straight into comedy, though. Like most of us, he had to figure things out first. Before comedy, Josh was working regular jobs like teaching high school students. Imagine having Josh as your teacher. Bet he made algebra seem less awful with a few jokes thrown in. But his love for stand-up started when he saw comedians take everyday situations and make them funny. He realized he wanted to do that too, find humor in life's weirdest, most random moments. Now, Josh Johnson didn't just wake up one day with a Netflix special. Nah, this dude put in the work. Like a lot of comedians, he started out doing open mics, performing in front of small crowds. Picture him nervously stepping up to the mic, waiting to see if the joke he just wrote would get a laugh or complete silence. Sometimes it worked, and other times, well, let's just say that Josh has probably had some awkward moments on stage, just like every comedian starting out. But here's the thing about Josh. He's persistent. He kept at it, performing wherever he could and writing constantly. And that hustle paid off. Eventually, Josh moved to New York City, the place where dreams either come true or crash and burn. But in Josh's case, it was the perfect move. He got noticed for his sharp wit and hilarious storytelling, and soon found himself working as a writer for The Daily Show. That's right, The Daily Show. Not too shabby, huh? Writing for The Daily Show? That's when people really started taking note of his comedy. Because let's be real, you don't just write for a show like that unless you've got something special. And Josh does. He can take a complex topic, break it down, and make you laugh while you're learning. A lot of people would freeze up trying to make politics funny, but Josh, he makes it look easy. But while writing for The Daily Show was a huge win, Josh still had bigger dreams. He wanted to be on stage, telling his own jokes. That's where he truly shines, when he's telling stories that seem simple but hit on a deeper level. In 2017, he released his comedy album I Like You and his Comedy Central special Josh Johnson #. These were huge moments for him, but what really blew people away was his 2021 special, Josh Johnson #. If you haven't seen it yet, imagine Josh walking you through the chaos of life in 2021 with humor that's painfully relatable. He jokes about everything from awkward first dates to technology confusing our parents. You know, the kind of stuff we all go through. But when Josh says it, you're laughing harder because, man, it's like he's lived your life. Plus, his podcasts, The Josh Johnson Show, really gave him a platform to dive deeper into his thoughts. If you like his stand-up, you'll love how he mixes serious topics with comedy there. People just keep coming back for more. So what is it about Josh Johnson that makes people vibe with him so hard? Simple. He's just like us. He doesn't try too hard to be over the top. His style is laid back, almost like he's having a one-on-one conversation with you. That's his magic. He can tell you a story about the most random thing, like getting locked out of his apartment or using an outdated flip phone, and somehow you're fully invested in it. He's a master of observational humor, which means he sees the weird little things about life that we all notice but don't usually talk about. And when he points them out, you're like, wow, why didn't I think of that? Plus, he's got this relatable charm. He's humble, self-deprecating, but always sharp with his jokes. So, what's next for Josh Johnson? Well, one thing's for sure, he's not slowing down. Whether it's another stand-up special, more writing, or making us laugh on his podcast, Josh is all about keeping the comedy coming. His rise to fame is no accident. It's a story of grinding, staying true to your voice, and making people laugh at life's little absurdities. And honestly, gang, if you haven't been paying attention to Josh Johnson, now's the time to start. Because if he's taught us anything, it's that the funniest moments are the ones that hit closest to home. So, whether he's making you laugh about weird social media trends or telling you a story about his phone bill, one thing's for sure, Josh Johnson's comedy is only getting bigger.